Still haven't won one. Gotta win at least one. Fuck.
Wow. A Christmas Day game. I didn't expect to be on this stage as a rookie, but it'll be exciting, no doubt. I watched the NBA all day long on Christmas growing up, and to think that kids out there will be seeing me be a part of that, it's surreal. And I've never been one to disappoint the kids, so I better go out there and put on a show.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports.
Christmas Day.
We want to wish each and every
See
one
if
of
I
you
can do a little bit better this time.
This is Kevin Harlan.
All right.
Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting.
Of course, I start.
It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the peak, the Chesapeake.
You struggle to defend players with the ball. Call for the screen. Get yourself a good look on offense. Prone to taking bad shots, you to play pressure, defense, and force him into a difficult shot. Alright, we can deal with that.
Portis comes in for Taj Gibson.
Let's work.
Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Derrick Rose. So for Chicago right now, Freak in at point guard. Portis is out there at Noah. And there's Jimmy Butler.
Drive it in.
And it's Mirotic in at the 3. Noah bounces high off the rim and drops.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
With Joakim Noah, I mean, you know exactly what he's going to give you every season. Rebounding, block shots, steals, a few points, relentless energy and enthusiasm, and even a few assists as well.
Durant wide open, he fires, and a miss there on the triple.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter.
Oh, good job.
Scoring.
That's good. And it's 7 points for Butler.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's
There's
got
my guy,
a nice touch.
Oh, he hit the ball. Shit.
And Joakim Noah. He's all about doing whatever it takes to help his club succeed. Always has been. Greg, he did the dirty work when he played inside in Florida. When they won back-to-back championships, he's done it in each and every NBA season in Chicago.
And you just hit on it. I mean, he bites, he scratches, he claws his way into the upper echelon in terms of elite centers in our league. And in 2014 was named All-NBA first team as well as defensive player of the year. Let's just hope he's healthy this season to get back to that level.
Here's Waiters. Adams dishes the paint. Waiters gets a wide-open look. The rebound by Noah. The Bulls leading by 6. And here's Freak. Here's the 3.
Shit.
Shot is off.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make it pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team club.
And, you know, withdrawing, Kevin, might have been the
I wonder
right
who KD's going to go to now
play.
since he's going to be a free agent.
On the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
Freak kicks it to Noah. To the middle. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And as competitive as Durant is, and, you know, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
Morris checked in for the
1 for 2.
And, you know, Durant was not the only one affected by that injury to Paul George. To see something like that happen in an exhibition game can make anybody think twice about summer play.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And Waiters has it in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 7 points for Dion Waiters. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Bulls lead by 3. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you every time he passes the ball when you don't shoot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make checked in for Dion Waiters, and it's Payne in for Andre Robertson. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. Payne out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the free throw line has been a bonus as well. I mean, they've sought contact, and when the whistle blows, they're taking advantage.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
There we go.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Now here's Payne, covered by Mirotic. Payne with it, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Left side, Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Bulls trail by 15. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over
I did?
that. Walking with
Wow,
legends here,
I didn't
guys.
see that.
Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart.
I'll get it back.
Averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA. With the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that, it really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends.
Noah against Adams. And they
Good
will
pass.
get the
And
basket
one.
here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the
that was a
ref saw
foul.
it differently. They'll count the basket.
Oklahoma
good.
City leading by 15. Westbrook kicks to Adams.
Watch out.
Now here's Payne, guarded closely. Outside Collison. Butler against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and
Come on,
there's
man.
the one-handed jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. Freak kicks to Mirotic. 1 second left. No good on
Damn
the
it.
buzzer beater.
You're getting destroyed.
So as we conclude the first...
Kevin, there was a point.
It's like, oh, it ain't me this time. I'm doing my part.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just
Get
about
to
to
the
get
next.
going here.
So I might have
And what
some
has
later.
been- And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked
40,
in for
57.
Cantor. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol.
Man.
Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Derrick Rose. So for Chicago right now,
as you know, you fucked that up.
He's in at the point. Noah is out there with Portis. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Butler in at the 2. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know,
really?
Big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka all missed significant time. Only
That's
Westbrook
all right.
of those three was able to finish the season.
Oklahoma City leading by 23. 1:29 left to play here in the third.
So what up?
Now, Freak. 6 points for him. Shoots from the baseline.
Really?
It's blocked by Adams.
Wow.
They push it up 4 on 3. And Waiters kicks to Payne. Outside Collison. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Waiters no luck.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Right.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. They set the pick.
Pick him up, pick him up.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. The pass to Collison. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Butler to the middle. Stolen.
Damn.
Here's Roberson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Leans. And so he draws the foul on the shot.
I thought he stepped out.
To the line to shoot 2. The Thunder have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. He checked in for the Thunder. Baca comes in for Nick Collison. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Brooklyn Nets. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Cannon. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Freak passes to Gasol. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
There's a screen by Cantor. And stolen by Freak. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shot is off. Westbrook with the nice D there. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Durant, and there's another one for the Thunder.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's Dunleavy, defended by Durant. Dunleavy dishes to Gasol. Feeds it to McDermott. Shot clock at 6. There's the screen. Here's more. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Cantor. Rejected by Gasol.
Move it.
And that one's good. Freak.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Passes it to Cannon. 9 feet out.
Damn it.
Back Back to Westbrook. A second chance effort. Good on the jump shot. Westbrook's got 4
Controls
this
are
quarter.
fucking late,
And
man.
his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Freak passes to McDermott. Kicks to Freak. Right side Gasol. Baseline J on the way.
There we go.
And the Bulls tack on 2 more. 1:36 left in the game. Thunder have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Down low. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant.
Let's go.
And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity.
Come on, you got to make that.
Set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Where's my guy
Looking
at?
at who's out there now for the Thunder. Mitch McGarry's checked
he's
in
tall
for
as dude.
Enes Kanter. Collison comes in
Okay,
for
I'll get
Serge
Durant.
Ibaka. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Durant. Payne gets a wide open look. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
The feed now to Payne. From 17 feet out, and Durant gets it to go. The assist from Payne.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. It's Durant with the drive. Takes the 13-footer off the left rim and out. Now here's Freak. Shoots the 3. Off target. So no problem for Oklahoma City as
they got fucking destroyed. So many missed layups, man. I did my part.
With a better basketball team by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty.
Kevin, what was
the 2K Sports post-game show?
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
When you're having a night shooting in the high 50s, you're being efficient.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the...
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done.
Yeah.
I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these babies.
Just keep it going. See if we can at least beat the fucking Hornets.
It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight. And I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon. But now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky.
Looks nice. Looks nice.
The week is starting off right. Monday night.
You gotta get a win, man. Fuck. Gotta get a win.
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sideline.
Has difficulty playing through contact and getting to the line. Okay. He's not known for his studying ability. Okay, cool. I can do that. We're down by 2.
Of action, 2 minutes in.
And Steve Clifford might not
shut you
be
down.
the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
So for Chicago right now, Freak in at shooting guard.
Oh,
McDermott is out there at Miritich.
almost gave it up.
Then it's Pau Gasol, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot. Good on the 3-point shot. Rose has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hornets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt.
Damn.
He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And he finishes nicely on the
All right.
Rose has got 5.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Hornets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Screen by Jefferson. Walker goes in. Nice job coming off that screen. Walker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Boy, Jefferson got really physical on that screen to help set the shot up.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Derrick Rose again.
Doing it to him.
Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Batum.
Sure, my guy.
He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington. Lee left side.
Fuck.
Elbow shot.
That's my fault.
And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
I don't know how to set a pick.
And it's Rose penetrating. Jefferson with some nice D.
How the fuck do you set a pick?
There was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And Freak
go.
gets it to go on the assist by Rose. Freak's got his first bucket of the night.
How do you set a pick? Oh, okay, so you said
6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pick by Lee. Outside, Walker. He feeds it to Jefferson. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rose against Walker. Rose kicks to Miritich. Takes the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Walker. Finished off the break. Walker's got 6 points.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
I need you guys to be crashing the offensive glass. Big guys, use your size to box out and get inside position. Effort, fellas. Effort.
Games or so. He 4 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. For Charlotte, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. There's the pick. At the top of the key, Kid Gilchrist. Williams a screen. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Zeller. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Three-pointer, Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Brooks against Land. Pass to Kid Gilchrist.
Fuck, I blew the
2
cover.
seconds left. Oh, and that one,
my fault.
question, powered it down.
Now you're talking about a power surge. That's how you power that thing down.
He went up.
Tie game, tie game.
Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players? He's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Lee comes in for Lamb, and Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lin. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Portis, and Freak subbed in for Brooks. Williams is out there with Batum. Then it's Zeller, then it's Lee, and it's Walker in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played a role for them. He ended with 7 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the
gotta make
All-Star
something.
game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him.
Give me that
A lot
ball.
of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after.
Outside, Walker. Picked by Zeller. Batum wide open. He fired.
Come on, man.
Shot's good on the assist by Walker. And it's a 10-point Hornets lead.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the
There we
fact
go.
that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also
Down
have
by
to
8.
look at
Come on,
the
come
fact
on.
the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor ordered us some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And Gasol sends it back. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mirotic.
Shit, I was not going to shoot. I would have stayed in the paint.
Charlotte leading by 6. Now Walker, 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after
fuck.
steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
Lee outside, and the release was
Nice.
before the buzzer, but it's off target. So we've reached the end of the...
Down by 6.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Walker having a fantastic game. He's got 11 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though?
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. So for Chicago right now, the big men are Gibson and Noah. Brooks is out there with Freak.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yeah, that counts.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the night. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
Yeah, a little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him wavering at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Minnesota.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
We lost anyway.
Hornets, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Williams. And Walker's subbed in for Zeller. The Bulls also changing it up. Dunleavy comes in for Joakim Noah. And Freak subbed in for Butler. Michael Kid Gilchrist out there with Batum. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Lin in at the 2 spot. So that's the Hornets 5. .135 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Feeds to Hansbrough. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Here's Lamb. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
To the wing right side. There's Freak. That's
wow,
tipped.
man.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build
defense
such a
sucks.
big lead. No doubt about it.
Now here's Lamb. Fended by Dunleavy. Hansbrough misses.
Move it.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism. Was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
Lynn kicks to Lamb. They double him with Freak. Out to the right wing. Pause. And again, the Hornets missing. Here's Dunleavy. There's the feed to Gasol. From 13, the rebound by Hansbrough.
That was my rebound.
You know what? You just
cool.
cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
This has got to steal, though.
So it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight.
Kevin,
the 2K Sports post
Fucking Bulls suck.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker's game is all about desire, and you can see it. He wanted to win.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed.
as I was saying, got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image just cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Oh.
Ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make it flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf, and how it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic. We all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about Team
Freak?
Freak?
A manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what you
say
know
about
No,
Team
the
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap.
You gonna let
Hey.
her talk to me like that, really?
This
You need to
is
check
way
her
too
now.
cold in here, and I ain't even
check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you, it's in the new. Never mind the house you promised your twin sister, you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you
and
know I'll
don't
never
worry
leave our
about
parents in
a
projects.
thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, CC? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. Right? Hey, freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Bet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
CC. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, CC? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
He's trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, CC. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Damn. Drama.
So you just a hang around. That you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Because people just don't know.
They be hating.
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that, doesn't. But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane. And everybody else just got to make way for that, you know?
This nigga trips me out.
Who are you? Nah, man. I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You got to do what you got to do when you need to do it to get ahead. And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
Alright, let's continue this. The Houston Rockets, fuck.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long. So I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
Starting in small forward, standing 6'8", number 3, the other forward.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivities as we get ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Taking a look at Houston. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Drop this one.
And McDermott
Nice.
drops them both. On the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and
That's
Clark,
me.
he called a lot of
I
his
fucked
games.
up.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think
That's
he has
my
a bright
bad.
future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time. So look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
What?
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
They get it back.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Free dishes to Butler. And it's off from three-point
Oh, I thought he went in.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ariza kicks to Beverly. The pass to Howard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really,
Come
he does
on,
that
man.
one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right.
That's
That's
fucking
like his
stupid.
signature move once he goes airborne. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that.
I made it to the
just too
fucking
easy
rim
a shot
twice.
to miss.
Pass to Freak. The shot's
There we
good on
go.
the assist by Butler. Beverly with the ball. 9 points last game out. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Ariza has the open look. Sinks the triple.
Wow,
There's
man.
a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to New Orleans.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Passes it to Howard. Howard draws the double. 5 on the clock. Beverly. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls trail by 3. Three-pointer. And it's Freak missing.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah,
I
it
sure
seemed
did.
like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
That is good.
That's fucking dumb.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
The feed to Gibson.
Look at that, I was wide open.
Harden against Butler. A step-back shot here. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Nice job there to shake free of the defense and then drain the J.
Houston leading by 3.
Y'all send me down for a minute.
Okay, fans, now coming out of the court are your level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group.
Down by 3. Oh, we're up by 3. Nice.
Rockets trail by 3. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Jimmy Butler is out there with Freak. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup
Oh, you
against the
lost the ball.
Magic gave them an edge. He had 9 points and added a few rebounds as well. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his
Get blocked, boy.
I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Here's Harden. The Rockets again can't hit. Chicago leading. Just over a minute gone.
Wide open, better make that. Damn.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He
There we go.
managed to average 18 and 9 his
He'll
first
get
season.
one
Was
fucking
Rookie
win.
of the year. Became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a 2nd-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Butler against Beverly. And Jones sends it back. They retain
There we go.
possession. The shot's good from Gasol. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And it's Ariza in the corner. Let's go. They grab their own miss. Can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Freak. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Freak's got his second bucket. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Man, put a body on
Good way
him.
to get out of it. Good answer.
cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got
That one down
in bunches on that two-hand.
And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Second is Dwight Howard.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Beasley in for Trevor Ariza. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Offensive rebound. Here's Jones. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them.
I wasn't even trying to throw it at him. What the fuck?
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Beverly.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
It's stolen by Jones.
How the fuck can I shake this dude? What the fuck?
For the Rockets on up the court. Harden kicks to Smith. In the corner, Harden. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Freak passes to Gasol. Beasley against Butler. No good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
So for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. And a pretty tough.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Derek, and Derek.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's checked in for McDermott. And a switch here also for Houston. Jones is checked in. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Harden dishes to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Another miss by Houston.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Freak kicks to Gibson.
Down low, here's Gasol.
Put it back up, put it back up.
And another shot.
God.
He's fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the lead.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
Bulls have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct in the change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Joakim Noah's checked in for the Bulls. Mirotic comes in for Derrick Rose. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. Chicago also making a switch. Freaks checked in. Houston also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Terrence Jones. Montezumas comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Smith in for Brewer.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
Steve, you
My
don't
God,
see
dude.
this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Butler. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Freak in at point guard. Portis is out there at Mirotic. Then there's Noah. And it's Moore in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's Freak missing. Here's Beverly. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt.
Well, a nice win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now
This
we
game
have
is
the
so damn
opportunity
sensitive,
to
man.
present our Jimmy Butler.
Running into somebody, you lose the ball.
In the game, a testament to
All they gotta
how
do is
hard he
stand, and you
worked to
can't get
always
past them
find the
because
best
automatically it
possible.
throws their body on
He
you.
was in constant
You just like
motion.
fucking stuck by
Found those
glue.
gaps
That's
in the D
stupid.
and made the most of his.
Realistic
Brings us
game
to
my
the end
ass.
of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille, and
Now see why there was so much hate on this game. Can't do shit.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that R for y'all. That
Freak, I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old, same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And as quiet as it's kept, you and I are the real Team Freak.
Of course. Word of my mom's. I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with. I never asked her to be my girlfriend. It just became that. You could tell when we started falling, like, I get a text message and she's, who is that? And it's just like, oh, so we worried now. Oh, so no more of that? All right, you know what I mean? So that's how I came to agreement.
What's different about Yvette?
Well, when you could teach me something or give me knowledge about anything, I'm already attracted to you as a person. I love learning, and she was very
too much for me. I'm just ready to win. Losing not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, losers go home. Stay on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for me. I'm just ready to win. Losing not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, losers go home. Stay on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for me. I'm just ready to win. Losing not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, losers go home. Stay on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for me. I'm just ready to win. Losing not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, losers go home. Stay on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for me. I'm just ready to win. Losing not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, losers go home. Stay on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for me. I'm just ready to win. Losing not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, losers go home. Stay on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for me. I'm just ready to win. Losing not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
We're in the place that they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. Mucho gusto and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
All of their recent games have been high energy, high quality effort. I mean, they've been playing with a lot of emotion, but they've channeled it in the right way, and they're still playing with a lot of discipline as well.
Fun to watch, guys, really. Just playing hard, but also under control. So that effort and execution that you talked about, coupled with the teamwork every time they take the floor.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Bazemore at the three spot.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Both free throws good from Rose.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
And here are the Bulls now. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Here's Horford, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with. And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. The Hawks working the ball around. Millsap a screen on Rose. Schroeder kicks to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Bazemore dishes to Korver. Horford the pass to Bazemore. From deep. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And that Florida team with Horford, Noah, and Corey Brewer, such a tight-knit group. All those guys still competing and defending at a very high level now in the NBA.
Each of those guys very team first.
In for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Hardaway's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Moore against Hardaway. The dish to Teague. For the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Teague's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Bulls third.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's Freak. Bazemore grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 10. All alone.
Whoa. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Heritage has a wide open look. Gets a very good look and converts.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Teague drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
And it's Freak missing. The Hawks trail by 10. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Bazemore. And that's now 7 points for Jeff Teague. At the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're
Come
not
on,
going to
bro.
be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes, it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Kent Bazemore. And both free throws good from Freak for Atlanta. They've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Teague drives in. It's deflected. Stolen by Noah. 4 seconds separating the shot and the game clocks. And the shot is good. Freak's got 5 now.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Teague up top. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Scott. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
For 3.
And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls. I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic has checked in for Doug McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Rose. Then for the Hawks, Kent Bazemore comes in for Chris Humphries.
Wow.
Teague in for Kyle
Bad
Korver.
shot. That was a good ass shot. Just I want to try.
Mirotic out there with Portis.
That was on me.
And it's Butler in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there. Right. And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
Here's Hardaway, finished off the break.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
This is Noah. To the middle. It's tipped. He kicks to Mirotic. Lets the 3 fly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectations.
And Teague, here we go. Millsap, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And it's 6 points for Millsap.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league.
Get in there. There we go.
And his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early, then goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
The Bulls
Let them open.
Moore's checked in.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
What the fuck?
The lights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass.
How come when I do that shit, I can't get a fucking steal for it?
How about the quick hands on the steal?
The fuck out.
On the break.
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Now here's
Look at that shit.
Guarded closely. No luck. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really
Come
sharp
on.
defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Portis, the pass to Freak. Bazemore grabs the miss.
The fuck is that one is drained?
Bazemore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right wing. Lets it go from deep. Mirajic grabs the miss.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Fires from 18.
Can't even make a fucking 18-footer, really? Watch, look, we do the same shit.
Here's Teague. Defense
Nothing
is
happens.
right there. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of the...
I don't get how to fucking steal the ball. Oh, stupid locker room scene. Come on now.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Gasol doing all sorts of...
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirajic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Derrick Rose. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Humphreys comes in for Paul Millsap. Tim Hardaway Jr. checked in for Kent Bazemore.
Fucking stupid.
And it's Teague in for Kyle Korver.
Yep.
On the court for Atlanta, Hardaway is out there with Humphreys. Then there's Teague. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Splitter in at the 5 spot. Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of the great Tim Hardaway Sr., had a very good rookie season. However, last season, Clark, not the improvement that some were hoping to see.
Shit.
Kevin, you knew the expectations were going to be high going forward, very high. But sometimes you step back before you move forward. He only shot 39% last season. Very low for a guy of his caliber.
See how come I can't strip the ball?
Here's Schroeder. Got a hand on it.
Dude, why would you give it to me right there?
Foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
The game is full of shit.
Noah. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Scotty's checked in for Atlanta.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid
Look at that shit, dude.
Center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts.
Wow.
And the energy of a mountain lion. You got to give him a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
They double in with Freak. Hardaway against Mirajic. Here's Splitter. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
But I can't make mine. That's
Like a man
wow.
of
That's
the
fuck
world.
this game,
He
man.
has a unique style unto himself. But
Look at that
I'll
shit.
take the
Yeah,
versatility and the
okay.
hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Get the fuck off me.
Butler kicks the Freak. It's rebounded by T. The Hawks trail by 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Offensive rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And there's
There we
Noah
go.
on the assist by Freak. Noah's got his second basket.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Teague dishes to Hardaway. Splitter with a screen on Mirajic. The Hawks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And that one falls for Splitter. And so Atlanta takes this one.
We lost? Wow.
Well, I'm here with Paul.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player, Paul Millsap. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
Well, he showed.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, my mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. When they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
That wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up. Not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
Cece,
Yvette,
where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you, and I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
Oh, the dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, like this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot, swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
swish. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for McDermott, and Freak subbed in for Rose. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Thompson is out there with Smith.
Wow.
And it's Okafor in at center. Grant, that's good. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injury.
And it's Butler missing.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Thompson in the corner from past the arc. Mirotic grabs the miss.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players.
What the fuck?
What if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Freak kicks to Butler. He dishes it to Noah. Shot from 12. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Noah's got his first basket of the night. Now here is Smith. He's guarded closely. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, with Nerlens Noel coming out, we knew he'd be a plus shot blocker. He set the Kentucky single game record with 12 in a game shot blocks. He also knew he had the chance to be a great rebounder, but we definitely knew he needed help with his shot, and that will continue on into next year.
Man.
Yeah, you know, he spent the year rehabbing that knee, but also spent that year correcting his shooting form. And we're not talking about just a tweak.
Yeah, we lost this one too.
To shooting the
Can't do shit.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender
Look at
didn't
that
do
shit,
his
man.
job as well as he could have.
Smith outside to the paint. Here's Embiid. Noah with the block. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Thompson. And Moore kicks to Freak. And the Bulls
I can't make one
miss.
fucking shot.
Just 1 second between the shot
Everything
clock
keeps going
game
in and
clock.
out, in and out.
The drive by Smith to the left side wing. Noel
That's
wide
in.
open. He fires. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Freak with it. He's
Pull
against
it.
Smith. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of this Chicago Bulls team. You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Some changes for Philadelphia. Taking a look at the 76ers. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Ish Smith is out there with Thompson.
Wow.
And it's Okafor in at the 5 down low. The 76ers leading by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans really lit it up. He ended with 11 points, and a lot of those points coming via free throw, as is usually the case with him. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
This game is fucking stupid.
Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And it's Noel missing. Bulls trail by 6. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Smith dishes to Noel. Grant the pass to Smith. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up. And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
And Kevin, a lot of people wondered, how would he bounce back from that knee? And I have to say, it was pretty good. I mean, finished 3rd in the voting for Rookie of the Year. I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Smith kicks to Okafor. It's good. The
That was a fucking travel.
Smith. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 6.
And, you know, getting back to Nerlens Noel, if it weren't for the ACL tear, he may have been the first player drafted in 2K13. His 8 rebounds and nearly 2 blocks a game as a rookie show he has the talent.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump
man-to-man.
fake, and then off to the races.
The 76ers leading by 4.
Man to man.
Smith outside. Okafor dishes to Noel. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And one thing to note about Nerlens Noel, last season, he was a thief. He averaged almost 2 steals a game as a rookie center. That tells me he has more than just quickness and length, guys. He has great anticipation and still one of the best motors I have ever seen.
6-second difference between the shot and gameplay. Mirotic passes to Freak.
Wow, man. What the fuck?
Range. Thompson outside. And there's the feed to Okafor. Some solid defense from Butler.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But
fuck out of here, man.
They were there.
And a pretty tough.
Come on. Skip it.
The 3rd quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Freak is in at the point. Noah is out there with Portis. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Moore in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Nice shot by Smith.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's
every fast fucking layup I went for it, I missed.
Got that one up quick. Thompson's got 5 points so far. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against New Orleans.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Chicago grabs the miss. Portis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bulls trail by 20. Pass to Moore. Kicks it to Freak from downtown. And it's
My
Philadelphia
God,
with the
man.
rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, the inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Wide open shot is on the money. Thompson's got 7 points in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And Moore kicks to Freak. Shoots from the elbow. And the
That fucking time. I get mad at getting a fucking ass whooped.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Smith right side. Pass to Noel. Offensive rebound. Bulls trail by 20. Freak dishes to Noah. Fires the three. Kick out to Moore. Tries again. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Freak. Got it off in
Fuck
time, but
off.
it's no good. And at the end. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
Yeah, I mean, a loss would have given them a horrendous 0-4 mark in the season series, so I thought they did very well to avoid that fate.
And so many key players.
Fucking late and everything. I don't push that button a long ass time ago and finally fucking jumps.
Game for Okafor. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid, Okafor out there with Noel. Then there's Isaiah Cannon, and it's Smith in at the point.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was
I'm not either. I can't fucking make
win.
nothing.
I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Embiid sets the pick for Smith. The dish to Okafor. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one falls for Okafor.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Freak, covered by Smith. Here's Freak. He sinks the 11-footer.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Look at that. See, that was me. The ball would have been stolen a long ass time ago. Fuck
So
this
it's
game.
the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I get
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaq.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little...
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular
Now it's the playoffs. Still ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Can't believe the regular season's done. Some of those games I can barely remember. But we did it. We made the playoffs. And tonight, I make my postseason debut. I wasn't sure I'd be here as a rookie, but I can't wait to see what this team can do. Like KG said, anything's possible. So let's go chase that title.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Hey, let's bring the energy.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline.
Try to play it smart on this. Keep an eye out for specific adjustment because the better you are able to follow them, the more good luck. Go out there, do what you do. Don't worry too much about repercussions if you play your game. Okay.
Coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
Coach knows that the onus is on their team to come out of this with a win, saying for them, they are playing with no pressure. The pressure lies with us to hold home court advantage, but we're in a good place as a team and should be up to the challenge. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And that one's good. Freak.
Can't stop this.
Here's Schroeder. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. That's good.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And he gets it to go.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
He dishes it to Splitter. Pass to Millsap. Hardaway against Butler. Off the screen. And the jumper is good. Hardaway has got his first points of the night.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Here's Mirotic. Rebound by the Hawks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hardaway, no good.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Noah dishes to Butler. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
They set the pick. Splitter passes to Millsap. Good on the three-point shot. Millsap's got 5 now.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And it's Freak missing. The Hawks leading by 13. And stolen by Mirotic. Pass to Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for Atlanta. Freak. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Freak.
Ooh, I love that sound.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Schroeder. Shoots the three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as the first quarter wraps up. Recently, we sat down with Freak to discuss his NBA future as a free agent this offseason. You know, Clark, it sounds like it. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. We've got Splitter, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Millsap in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Schroeder with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. Butler kicks to Freak, launches it. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 7 points for Freak.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
1:53 left now here in the second. Schroeder. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Butler goes in. Here's Noah, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
And it's Schroeder missing. Bulls trail by 12. Butler on the way. He kicks it to Freak. Shoots. Rebound, Atlanta. 17 points was their biggest margin. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Scott with a screen on Mirotic. Hardaway against Mirotic. And finished off by Scott.
Taking it to the rack with
power. We're getting fucking work.
And down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Freak dishes to Mirotic. Freak kicks to Butler.
Wow.
Hardaway with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And he finishes the break with the lay-in.
Last score turnover. No shit, Sherlock.
The last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Here's Freak. And again, no good by Chicago.
Bad shots.
Millsap against Mirotic. Here's Schroeder. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Hawks lead by 18.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Enzo a pretty lot. Welcome back to the NBA. Atlanta making some changes. Splitter's checked in for Horford. Humphreys comes in for Paul Millsap. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. So for Chicago right now, Freak in at point guard. Noah is out there with Portis. Then there's Etuan Moore. And it's Mirotic in at the 3. Noah shoots it up. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Freak missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
1:52 left in the third. Mirotic the pass to Freak. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Noah's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Teardrop shot, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throw. That's on Joakim Noah. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Scotty's checked in for Chris Humphries.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot. Oh! Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Atlanta leading by 18. Schroeder it to Bazemore. Right side Scott, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Scott's got 6. The Bulls shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Schroeder. Noah with a screen on Teague. Moore passes to Portis. Here's Mirotic. And the 3 off target.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Bazemore. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Bazemore. And that's 13 points for Jeff Teague. Got it up. And no good trying to get that one.
This game is horrible. No wonder why I got a bad rating on it.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Atlanta making some changes. Splitter is checked in for Humphries. And it's Teague in for Kyle Korver. Some changes for Chicago. Horford is out there with Splitter. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Teague in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. To the right side. Here's Schroeder. Here's Horford. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Atlanta.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with them.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Al Horford. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Millsap dishes to Horford. Misses off the left iron. And here are the Bulls now. There's the pick. And Moore kicks to Freak. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is.
There's no freaking way.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. T kicks to Hardaway. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one.
Well, Paul,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford. Kenny, what did you think?
Yeah, Al Horford put in some serious work bringing home this win tonight. He's always been the definition of a great two-way player, and when you've...
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.
I know money isn't a freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. But it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm going to call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm going to get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're going to love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested. We now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of Freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, Freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Woo, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, Freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional one. The larger the markets, the greater resources at your disposal, and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, Freak.
Thanks, Don.
Absolutely. Team Freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm going to lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space. If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke. Capiche?
Capiche.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family, but no pressure.
You guys have made this decision so much easier.
What did Mom and Dad say?
You know what they said. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from, and that's Vic.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me.
You are now a free agent. Choose 3 teams you're interested in. Negotiate if you think you can get a better deal. But be careful how hard you push. Alright. Let's see who else. Let's do those, I guess. Alright. Round 1 of 3. So I'm gonna get 8 minutes on this one. Let's see what happens with that. Only 1 up 1. Yeah, let's try this. With this, see if I can get a little bit more. They pulled, damn. So it's between these two. Okay, let's go with the Houston Rockets.
It's for this reason above all, I've decided to go to the Houston Rockets.
Alright. Get 1 game in before I turn this off.
Talent they have on that team, they can win a championship this year.
You think so? And you know what that means?
I'm gonna get cha-ching. I love it.
I know.
Yes, my man. All right, son. Congratulations.
I've been running.
3 letters, M-A-X, baby.
Dom we trust, baby.
Dom we trust.
Let me see this contract. Let me see this contract.
Gotta call, I'll be right back. I gotta call finally. Yo, fool, where you been? I've been trying to call you.
Mr. Freak?
Yo, who's this?
This is Officer Vasquez with the 9th Precinct.
Officer Vasquez? What did Vic do now?
Mr. Freak, there's been an accident. Look, we're gonna need you to come down to the following address as soon as possible.
What kind of accident? Put Vic on the phone.
I can't do that, sir.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to talk to Vic.
Look, sir, we need you to calm down as soon as you can.
No. Hey, listen. Put down the phone, and I don't want to hear it get picked up until Victor Van Leer's on the
give
phone.
me the phone.
Put Vic on the phone.
Mr. Freak, Mr. Van Leer was killed in a car accident.
What's going on? Give me the phone.
The car he was driving was registered to you. We were able to identify him from the
Listen
flyers
to
in
me.
his possession.
Freak,
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Freak, give me the phone. Hi, excuse me. Hi. Yes. This is Cece. This is Freak's manager. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, yes, look, we're gonna need somebody to come down and identify Mr. Van Leer. Eyewitnesses say that he was involved in a car chase. 2 cars were chasing him, and as the chase escalated, he eventually lost control and crashed. Look, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Hello. Outside of the deceased, was anybody else injured?
Vic died in a car accident.
What?
Yeah. They said he was in a car chase.
Lacey,
No. Freak,
are
I'm
you
sorry. He died.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Freak. Freak, I am so sorry.
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, when I was all about living the dream. Yeah. And knowing to be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my brother Vic, though.
Deep down, he was a good person at heart, but he was never quite right. Something was always off with him, even when we were little growing up.
Yeah, I know, but I loved him anyway. I knew he was trying to take advantage of our friendship, but I didn't care. We were boys, ride or die. You know that?
Ride or die.
Just hope Vic finally found peace and depth that he never found in life.
Well, may he rest in power. When you really sit down and think about it, life is but the blink of an eye. And that's so quick. We spend a third sleeping in bed, a third trying to figure this thing called life out. Yo, by the time we think you got it all figured out, you only got a third of your life left.
Yeah, life's a trip.
Say that again.
Life's a trip.
10 times 10.
Well, honey. Hey, yo, shout out to my man Vic.
Shout out to Vic. Come on, let's bounce.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to wake up the project like I used to.
Better
remember?
not. You better not. You ain't kids no more.
Cece?
Cece. Hey.
Why are you sneaking up on us?
Man, we thought you two left town yesterday after the funeral.
We decided to stay one more day.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. I wish we had known you were coming. We would have made you something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
What y'all doing?
Yeah, chatting.
Yeah, talking about yesterday's service.
Oh, okay.
How you holding up, son?
You know what? I'm okay, Pops. But you know what? We love you two so much. And it's only now that I'm realizing how much you two sacrificed for Cece and myself. Hey, you know, Vic didn't really get to know his father growing up. And we were lucky to grow up in a household with two loving parents. And you know what's sad to say? People thought we had a highly unusual home in a project.
Yeah, folks always talk about the negative effects of boys with no father in the home, but it affects girls too. And it's helped me in my relationships with men in my life.
What man?
Anywho, I know that all men are not dogs because I had a great father in the home. You, Daddy.
I was there too. He didn't do it alone now.
Yes, Mama, of course. It goes without saying.
Thank you, daughter. I did what my father did, and his father before that. A man, a real man, will always be involved in his children's lives. I love your mother. We had our ups and downs, but I love her more than life itself. You two are a direct result of that true love.
Yeah, we know that.
Switching subjects.
Yeah.
I know the both of you like I know the back of my hand. You said you were leaving after the service. Why are you here out of the blue?
Yeah, what's up?
Why gotta be all that?
Yeah, we can't stop by and show our love and appreciation for our loving parents. I'm highly offended.
I am appalled.
What's happening?
Yeah, come clean.
Okay. Me and Cece just want to give you a little present.
Yeah, a small token, a small repayment for everything you've done for us.
Yeah, all the sacrifices you've made.
And we want nothing in return but your love. And grandchildren.
But get married first.
Yeah, save your money.
But Daddy, we really just
But Daddy, nothing. You heard your father.
Well, maybe one day.
Maybe. But one day is not today.
Nope.
Okay. Well, for real, we do have an actual flight to catch tonight.
For real this
Yes.
time?
For real this time.
Well,
It's good to see you again.
Yes.
Love you
Hey,
too.
y'all call
Safe
us when
flight.
you get there, okay?
We will.
as soon as you land.
Okay, Mama.
All right. Yeah, y'all
Okay,
call
Mama.
us as soon as you get back.
All right, as soon as you land.
All right,
Yes,
promise.
Take care of your brother.
Of course, always.
I got this. Don't trust.
Hey, did you forget something?
No. Can you do me a favor and head to the sofa?
The sofa? What's at the sofa?
Just look behind the cushion.
Behind the cushion? Pete, come here.
What do they want now?
What's in the envelope?
Just look inside, Mama.
Pete, you open it. Hey, Frequency, what's this?
Does it look like it opens doors?
Keys to a house?
Uh-huh.
A new home?
Uh-huh.
Son, now I done told you and your sister a million times. Me and your mother are very comfortable right where we are.
Yes, absolutely right.
This is
yeah.
Harlem, USA. Project or no project. This is our apartment. This is the home we made for you to raise you up right in. We're not moving like everybody else.
Let me talk
Tell
to
him
her.
something.
Frequency, we both appreciate it very much. I mean, we're very grateful.
Okay,
honey.
look, there's something else in the envelope.
Pete, he says look inside the envelope.
What?
Well, look inside.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Baby, pack your bags.
We are living the dream. Oh.
Thank y'all. Love you.
All right, love you guys.
Love you.
Dear Freak, by the time you read this letter, I'll be long gone. I wrote this letter because it's the only way I think my voice will ever be heard. This piece of yellow paper is the only way I'll ever get any of you to stop, listen, and really get to know me, Victor Van Leer. My childhood was turbulent. But even in the most unsettling times, there was a break in the tide. Father was the rocky water, and my mom's was the gentle surf. Pops did a lot of foolish stuff, but when he wasn't trashed and was actually taking the time to be a father, he'd say, Vic, you got one life, a fragile life. God can take this life whenever he sees fit. So live, and live plentiful. Each day God gives, live it in abundance. My pops was a smart dude. The most dangerous kind. Educated and street smart. And this apple didn't fall too far from the tree. My mom's. Yo. She was an angel. No matter how heavy the hand, she would do anything for me. And by chance, when I was casted into that darkness, she was the voice I followed back to the light. I was so young. Too young. But my decaying flesh carries the scars and memories that won't fade. She's the reason I'm as loving as I was. She taught me to look at others as human beings and not objects. Now, where there's pain, a simple kiss, hug, or I love you could disperse that rainy day. That's why I'll never understand why. Why she of all people was taken from me. The only one good thing I ever had in my life. And that was my mother. You ever feel lonely? Well, I didn't have any siblings. No one would claim me as their own. It is the first time in my life I questioned the point of living at all. If it wasn't for your family taking me in, I swear I was going to open my wrist or jump in front of the A train. But I found love. And I found it through my new family. Mr. Pete, man, he was the complete opposite of who my dad was. He was foreign to me. He was a good, honorable man, and to be honest, he intimidated me. I didn't believe I could ever be the man he tried teaching me to be. Miss Martha, damn. Real talk, I was in love with that woman. Frick, if you're reading this right now, I'm sorry. I never met one hottie that came close to her. Mr. Pete is a lucky dude. But unlike my dad, he could recognize the angel in his presence. Aside from my own mom, she's the only other person I truly think understood me. I just wanted to be loved, yo. I just wanted to belong. CC. Man, I've seen her make the hardest dudes break at the wrist. I've seen her turn coal into diamonds and then back into coal again, just by doing this intense stare she do. CC is no joke. I love her, though. We used to be close. And again, I'm sorry, freak, but when your sister get all mad and on one, damn, I just... Whew. CC, I love you more than you will ever know. I hope in my time past you can finally forgive me. Yvette is beautiful. A woman about success, work ethic, and never settling for less. Which, that's why I didn't stand a chance. Freak was king, and me, a big, fat zero. She was cool, though. Chill. And when she wasn't being all uptight, that girl was mad funny. I could see why you fell in love with her. She could make any man better. She was exactly what I wanted, and definitely what you needed. Frequency vibrations. My boy, my blood. I'm sorry I couldn't be as great as you. I'm sorry I was your weight and not your pedestal. I wanted to be a lot of things. I thought I was the next prodigy. Then you hit that court, and I knew. It was it. It was you, freak. It was you. I didn't have much of a life, at least not one I could be proud of. I never said this to you, but I wanted to be you. All I wanted was a taste, just a little taste of everything I never had. Can you blame me? Like my dad said, life is short, and I just wanted to live it abundantly. I know it hurts, but your life will be better without me. There's nothing holding you down anymore, freak. I believe in you. And I always look out for you from above, B. Hey, bring that Jesus piece back for your boy, though, you know. That shuttle's work. I love you, freak. At least I did something right. At the end, I felt as though I had no place here anymore. I never felt as though I belonged. Maybe my greatness is in the heavens. Or maybe, just maybe, my greatness is you, freak. I just hope you and the fam remember me as I remember my mom. Look at people like human beings, not objects. Because if you wait, it's often too late. So just say you love them now, man. Be the voice they can follow out of darkness. Be to them what my mother was to me. An angel. Your boy, resting in power. Vic.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours. Endorsements is where your agent, Dom Pagnotti, will keep you up to date on all your potential partners.
I do one more and I'm gone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they've got their hearts set on ringing in the new NBA season with a clean 1-0 record, and this is a team that believes they can do that. All the fine-tuning and changes of the offseason are what they hope will start to take shape starting tonight. And, of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the offseason. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it?
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Here, Freaks checked in. On defense, the Rockets. It's a three-point game. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Scola, and it's Rubio in at the point guard position. Clock is at 3. Levine. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Here's Freak. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Wiggins. Drops in the short one. Wiggins has got his first bucket in this one.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Freak with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Chalmers with it. It's Freak, top of the key. Kept alive by Houston. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's blocked. They get it back, and it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and it's certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
Right side, Scola. The dish now to Levine. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, so much emotion is going to go through his head tonight in this one. I mean, playing in your hometown can be a bit of a nerve-wracking experience. But after that initial few possessions, I guarantee you he'll settle in and play how he normally does. So he'll be noticing the cheering section of his friends and family that'll be going crazy with each score.
And Rubio kicks to Levine. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. That's good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Rockets trail by 8. Freak with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Freak dishes to Howard. Good D by Rubio.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
To the middle. Here's Scola. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on a reason. The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Houston with a big group substitution. And for Houston, they're shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least.
Fuck out of here.
He's in at the point. He's out there with Harden. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Capella in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Harden against Wiggins. Freak sets a screen for Harden. Over to the left wing. And a wide open look for Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Rockets trail by 15. Dishes it to Howard. Scola against Beasley. Good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Levine. 6 points for him. They set the screen. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The 19-footer is on the money. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Freak passes to Capella. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, a chance to check out stats here for Dwight Howard. Good season for him last year. 6th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiencies from 3 last year. I mean, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense.
And at last, they get one to fall. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter. Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's Levine. And the foul called on three.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's his first foul. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Capella.
Sensitive ass little fucking players and shit. And I was playing some bitches.
Here's Levine. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Okay.
Levine's got his third basket of the night right there.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That
I
makes
knew
it
that
a
him to
tough
watch me lose a
individual
block.
matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Harden. The shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the wing right side. Muhammad. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Muhammad's got his first points of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
I'm done with this fucking game.
They have been more dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good.
Yeah,
on the
okay.
level.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. That sends Luis Scola to the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden. Minnesota making a switch here. Pekovic is checked in. Freak kicks to Chalmers. It's Beasley on the wing. Clock at 4. Lets it go with a 3. That's good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Levine. 8 points for him. Kicks it out to Wiggins. The rebound by Harden.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
There we go.
And the basket good. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Levine kicks to Muhammad. They set the pick. Wiggins outside. The 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Rockets trail by 13. To the inside.
Good shit.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Chalmers. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pekovic with a screen. Off the screen. On the wing, Wiggins. Defended by Chalmers. Offensive rebound. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Now here's Freak, covered by Wiggins. Howard against Scola. Howard dishes to Freak. That 3 off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
On the wing, Harden. Muhammad covering. Feeds it to Chalmers. Shoots. Again, the Rockets score. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Levine. He's got 8. Passes it to Muhammad. Tries to snap the cold streak. That misses.
Nice.
Would have counted had it gone in. And we've
Yeah, second quarter.
Second half just about to get going here. So for the Rockets, Robinson's checked in for Beasley. Each one more comes in for James Harden. And Freak subbed in for Mario Chalmers. And then for Minnesota, Nikola Pekovic comes in for Luis Scola. And Gorgie Dang subbed in for Levine. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. Wiggins is out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Jang in at the small forward. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Now, here's Rubio.
That's some bullshit, man.
Take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from.
So stupid this game is.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the.
He had a very nice night from the field.
I don't give a
shooting over
shit.
50%. That smooth, soft touch was.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information, but I've got a great relationship with the coaching staff here. A lot of respect for Coach, too. Anything else you think you're hearing is 100% false.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend, Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
You're right. It's definitely been a challenging year. My rookie season, it all seems like a blur now. And losing Vic, that was one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with in my life. But I'm here now, in a great situation for me to grow my game. And my focus on the game of basketball. 100%, 10 times 10. And I'm going to do whatever I can to bring this team a championship. But that's all I got. Thank you.
Defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option. You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. Go ahead. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000. There you go.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right? Winners win. Losers go home.
I'll do one more. Oh yeah, I gotta do this thing.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Checking out the Clippers, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A.
And a shot here of the arena from up top. Beautiful night here in Houston, Texas. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. Chalmers. The Clippers also changing it up. Jason Smith, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Smith is out there with Griffin. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Griffin attacking. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone.
That's that bullshit, man. That's at a screen.
Once he goes there more. No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Morris checked in for James Harden. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams is checked in.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And he gets the bucket. Capella's got his first 2 points.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Griffin a screen on Beverly. Williams passes to Griffin. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Griffin's got 8 points.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
There's the feed to Robinson. Tries from 16. Griffin grabs the board. Clippers leading by 3. Outside Williams. Passes it to Griffin. A baseline J. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Wow,
10 points for him.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And that's not going to go. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. And Clippers head coach Doc Rivers told us earlier he wants to.
Let's take him back.
Doc Rivers is really a master motivator, isn't he? I mean, it's almost jiu-jitsu, the way he takes something like criticism and Clark turns it into a compliment.
How could you not want to play for Doc? I mean, he's the ultimate players coach and the kind of guy his players would do anything for. He's played the game, and he's a tremendous communicator.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle
right through
also
me.
in the first half as well. And getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Freak, he's in at the point. Beasley out there with Howard. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Moore in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Beasley with the rebound. And for Houston, they're shooting 43% for the game. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And here is Paul. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Paul missing again.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside, Green. Inside, Crawford.
Good
It's
block.
tipped. Harden against Redick. Howard with a screen on Redick. It's Harden with the drive, and it's Houston with another.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
The Clippers trail. Has something for us right now. Doris?
During that break, Coach.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a... We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of that. Freaks checked in for Houston. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Freak kicks to Harden for the tie. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Paul dishes to Jordan, and stolen by Howard. Now here's Freak, defended by Griffin for the lead, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. Jeff Green picks one up. The Rockets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And both free throws good from Freak. The Clippers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Picked by Griffin. And it's Paul penetrating. It's tipped. Beasley with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Ariza with the bucket.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Crawford against Harden. The pass to Capella. Here's Freak. No good off the front iron. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Paul, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Paul's been great. He's got 16 points. He picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Houston making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Howard. Ejuan Moore comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Patrick Beverley in for James Harden. Jason Smith, he's checked in for the Clippers. Johnson comes in for Jeff Green.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
9 feet out. Los Angeles with another miss. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
Houston in the lead. Freak with it. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Kevin, well, look here at last year in the NBA where the Clippers ranked. First in fewest turnovers per game. Third in points off turnovers. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponent field goal percentage. A very improved defensive team.
And I want to go back to that turnover ranking. Best in the NBA. That's a huge stat to look at when you talk about their ability to execute and the decision making. They don't beat themselves. And that's a big reason why they won as much as they did.
Mo Williams is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Crawford. And the layup falls.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Everly with the ball, and Crawford picks him up defensively. The Rockets with another miss.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's
Watch him pull back. He's just, God, you're an
The
idiot.
basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
I don't know why it takes so long to skip this shit. Come on.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for free. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W.
We finally won one. Shit.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation. James Harden. He had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first 3 shots. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
Shaquille. That's a good way to end it. Six points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. 6 free throws made. Alright, I'm done. Pick it up tomorrow. I'm out.